Your real power is turning inward. In this reality, in this matrix, we get tricked in always believing that the power is external. Okay. But that's because our perspective is tricked in playing a game that's forced upon us. Just the obvious trick that so many people are still stuck in is, watching the news to be informed. Okay, because if you're informed, you are knowledgeable. You know what's happening in the world. You can take the lead in a conversation. If someone who watches the news a lot talks with me, I think you're fucking retarded. Sorry for my language, but I really believe you're so stupid if you believe all the things that are being said on the news. And nothing personal. My parents watch the news all the time, and when I'm talking to my parents, especially my dad, I love him. I love him, but when I'm talking to them, I really scratching the back of my head like, come on, are you this retarded? But it's just uh, a belief system that's forced upon you, and it happens so early in the morning, the news, that it's like a habit trigger, and then you get stuck in the habit trigger because everything costs so much money, you're not capable of traveling, so you're stuck in the habit triggers that are forced upon you, and therefore you are forced to being brainwashed. It's just how the system operates. Okay. Then the next one is like the school system. It does not allow you to evolve your imagination. Okay, it forces you to be in the external world. If the school has a hard time getting you in the external world, they give you drugs. They call it Ritalin, and they label you with a problem. But it's actually the new age children who are really trying at a young age to evolve their internal world, to create a strong self-image, to create a strong perspective, so you can consciously choose the habits you want to evolve and become good at. And therefore, they label you, they blame game you, and then they give you certain drugs that forces you in the external world, and it's actually legal meth, and it's like something that's very bad also to get in your deep sleep, and it forces you to focus on stuff that's really not useful, but it keeps you in the slave frequency. So once you start to become aware of all the things I'm saying, you start to understand that the whole system is set up in such a way that you cannot evolve your imagination from a young age. Then you're forced in the external world. And in the external world, they can program your mind with belief systems, self image, with what's good, what's wrong, what's valuable, what's not valuable, the money system. All these games that are being played are forced upon you so they can control you, okay? So they can use you as a slave. So you stay stuck in the slave frequency, trading away your time and freedom, and keep obsessed about external problems that are happening on the other side of the world. So you don't use any of your processing power to fix your own life in your own unique way, because you never had the ability to develop your brain in such a way that you're capable of making connections in your unique frequency, because you were always forced to mix your energy. You were always forced to mix your perspective. And it's like being stuck in an energy mix that's rigged against you. Okay, you're forced to play a game that you will always lose. And that's how the whole system operates. That's how the whole system works. And only when you start to break free from this energy, go in nature, start make connections from your own unique perspective, start raising your energy to your soul level. Okay, start to perceive your reality from a timeless zone and start to see your timelines. Start to understand that you are in a slave frequency. You are a slave at birth. Okay, you were born not to be free. You were born to be a slave in the system, and then they extracting your time and energy. Your spiritual energy is being extracted, and your financial energy is being extracted. Okay, you are being extracted from the moment you were born and brainwashed. And only when you start to understand, wait, I am not agreeing, my values do not agree with being in the slave energy, working in this slave frequency where the people at the top are just using as, you know, as toys, using as machines, and you should not agree with that, because the real power is internal. If you keep letting your emotions be involved by the external, if you keep agreeing with what's okay, what's not okay, with the values of the environment, um, keep chasing the money game, keep chasing more money, but sacrificing your unique energy, sacrificing your unique perspective. You should make it a priority to create a routine where you can be in your unique frequency for as long as you can, in your longest period, on the highest frequency possible, instead of getting a higher number on your bank account, because that higher number on your bank account, that financial game, that's forced upon you. That's a human creation. But the energetic game, the vibrational game, being on a higher frequency, creating a higher awareness, seeing life with more depth from your own unique perspective, that's made by God. Okay, money, the financial game, okay, the social structure is created by man. I truly would recommend, you know, play the game that God has created for you. Do not fall in playing the game, the human game. It's like playing a game of Monopoly, and you know, being tricked in playing it, and playing against people who have already been playing for many days, and they have already bought up all the streets, and it does not matter where you live or where you end up, you will always be paying money. Okay, and that's that's actually society at large at this point. And you should not agree and comply with the external game that's forced upon you. The only way out is in. Okay, you have to go inwards. You have to understand, oh wait, my perspective has been brainwashed. Okay, my energy has been influenced. I am not right now earning the amount of money that I want to earn. I'm right now not living the life I want to live. I have not achieved a level of happiness on a daily basis. What should I do? If you feel this feeling that there's something wrong, I can tell you it's because you are not in the frequency that allows you to live the reality you want to live. Okay, you have to attune yourself to the reality before the reality can be attracted. But if you can never disconnect you from the slave frequency, if you never can be in nature for long periods of time, for months, in a different country, in the sun, on the beach, for long periods, and you can only do this by selling all your stuff, not having a monthly expenses, monthly costs, prioritizing being on a high energy all the time, prioritizing you. You are your greatest asset, okay? And only when you go inward, when you start to control of your perspective, take control over your unconscious mind that's right now being programmed by the environment, and take it back and start to visualize your own unique vision of the future. That's the moment you start to take back control over your aura, your energy, your perspective, your timeline, okay? That's by going inward, protecting your energy, protecting your vibration, protecting who you are as a person. If our third eye would be open and we could see everyone's energy, okay? So this person has a nice energy, this person has a hatred energy, this person has a sad energy. We would stop playing the money game, because we would understand, oh wait, this person is really rich, but he has a horrible energy. And this person lives in a camper van, is at the beach and is traveling the world, and maybe does not have a lot of, as much money as the guy, you know, having a lot of money, but you know, his energy is way better than, you know, his. So why would I even chase this game and sacrifice all my time of the day to achieve something that's not gonna make me happy? This is only happening in the system because our third eye is closed. We are chasing external stuff and programming that's forced upon us, but we aren't capable of seeing the frequency that it's bringing us to, okay? And we should start focusing the highest frequency possible to live a fulfilled life. One way we can control our own routines, one way where we can be in our highest energy and evolve in our best version of ourselves by controlling our imagination and creating habits from that imagination on our unique frequency, so we can create something unique in this world. And that's the real reason we came into this world, to create something unique, to change it in our own unique way, and by doing it while feeling good, while enjoying the ride, okay, while enjoying life in the process. Okay, I really hope this video helped you out. Make sure to like, subscribe, give me a comment. Make sure to click the bell button. It allows you to stay on my frequency, to be notified. Only when you make it a daily routine of watching my videos, you will make a real difference. And yeah, make sure to click the link down below if you need any personal help. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.